Sin Chow, what's up everybody? Alright, this video today is a advice, tip, warning from a viewer of the Fat and Broke YouTube channel. If you do want to submit a story, either it being married to a Vietnamese woman, girlfriend with a Vietnamese woman that has gone wrong or gone bad, and you would like to have me read it on a walkabout, please submit it to the email or just DM me on Instagram, where you can sign up for the Patreon. If you sign up for the Patreon, there's going to be a Patreon Discord I'm working on right now. Anyways, to this video. So he starts off with prefacing, hey, I was watching your Vietnam vlogs before coming here. I just got scammed by a Tinder date. Want to share with you so that you could educate your larger audience to beware. So I replied back, did she invite you to her bar? Because when I was first here, that was the really big one that I would always hear about. I would always hear, can I come to your bar? Or can you come to my bar? If you come to this bar. They would try to wrap it up like they didn't even work there. They'd just be like, come meet me and my friends at this bar. So that used to be the really big one. We'll talk about this. This guy went the other route and he went for some full service activity. So he matched on Tinder. She quoted a rate for the night. Came with her friend on a bike. When she came to the room, took the money first, 2.2 million, and said, why didn't I want her to stay a full night, but just for an hour? I said, this is for a full night, as you confirmed. I have no idea what the rates are on that stuff is, guys. I don't dabble into all that stuff, so I can't tell you what it's supposed to cost for overnight. Maybe somebody in the comment section can let us know what it's supposed to cost to actually do overnight. I think 2.2 for just hooking up. I think that sounds about right. So that's like kind of the Japantown rate. So I heard from a friend. I said, this is for the full night, as you confirmed. She started yelling and said, no, only for an hour. I knew something was not right, and asked for the money in return. And she forcibly took $500K, saying for its ride back. I matched a few other girls on Tinder and also had the same thing happen, with the same kind of quotations and the same prefaces. I think what happened here is, this is always also a thing why I've never been into like prostitution and stuff like this, is you never know what you're gonna get. You're playing like a super crapshoot. You know, you could get a situation like that where the girl's super weird and trying to get one over on you. She might have been legit and maybe in her head got the two confused or whatever. But you're always playing dice. This is an unregulated, non-legal market. So, you know, maybe it could be great sometime. Maybe the girl could have came over and just been like, oh yeah, 2.2 for the whole night, baby boy, and gave you the time of your life. Or you could have a situation like what our guy wrote into. The other one would be, which was the really big one back in the day, would be to come meet me up with my friend at this bar. And you'd go to this bar. One of them was over here, I forget the name of it. There's a couple places, like the bar and the guy working at the bar came up with this idea. But they would eventually get you to go to the bar to meet and go to the table, and just by like sitting down, they would try to get you into like 2 or 3 million. Like they would order drinks right away, kind of without like asking you, maybe a bottle. This was a very popular one though. Also the Japanese town bar girls all got on Tinder. They probably still are, and they'll match with you on Tinder to get them to match to the bar. Same with these Bitexaco bars over here behind us. A lot of these Bitexaco bar areas, of course, are going to be on Tinder and asking you to come check them out at their bar. So always be wary of all that stuff. I'm not a huge hookup online guy. You know, there is the red light district here. I would just fancy on over to Japantown. You know, Japantown's gonna have a lot of freelance. They're not even freelance, they work for a mama-san, but there's gonna be hundreds and hundreds of girls there to choose from, and that's what they're there for. So there's no beating around the bush. You don't have to question what's gonna happen. And I'm sure if you go there and you stay with one of the girls, you find one you like, and if you want her to come over for long term, you could probably get her Zalo and do it that way. I would be more inclined to do it that way. You're not getting a more special girl because she's on Tinder or anything like that, bro. Like, you know, prostitution for these girls goes hands in hand. They don't mind at all. We're gonna be in the future in the next couple days doing the sugar baby update and all this stuff. These girls just wanna have the new handbag, the new Gucci, and they don't mind turning a trick for it. To them, it's not that big of a deal. And especially the younger they get into it, the less that they care, in my opinion, really about it. We're gonna walk along the Bitexaco lady bars now. You know, these are classic scams. The one he DM'd me about, that's not a new one. You know, that's why I'm not into it. You guys let me know how many of you in the comment section have ordered a hooker to your hotel room and had to play that bullshit game of like, oh, it's a totally different price now, or just a terrible service. Like, it's a 50-50. That's why I've never been into it. And it just doesn't, you know, physically do it for me. I used to not mind going to these lady bars back in the day. That didn't cost, you know, a mortgage payment to walk inside of them. But now if you go into one of these, you could easily spend a mortgage payment in one night. Like, no problem. Everything here has become a cash grab and how to grab it as quick as possible. So all these women just want money. So, but usually they follow through with whatever the service is. I think with this particular guy's instance, that I don't think necessarily a scam. He just started fighting with the girl and she just wanted to get the fuck out at that point. Like, probably a girl's not going to want to bang if she's fighting with you, you know, even if she's a sex worker. So these are interesting stories. As I said, I would love to hear about your experiences here. Have you been ripped off lately? Have you been ripped off on your trip to Boivin or even Japantown or even in this Bitexaco? I would love for people to submit their stories to me. So it looked like, I already talked about this on a previous video, but I told you this social club would be gone. Like, I told you it wouldn't take long at all. I told you it would go out of business, and it's out of business. So I just wanted to update you on that place. The only things that sustain around here are bars and coffee shops and restaurants. And you have to do it accurately. This was a weird idea that they had over here. Tried to like take you from a chill club to a middle club to a high club. That's kind of the concept. It's just not, you know, the way clubbing's done here, that kind of concept doesn't work here yet, in my honest opinion. So keep the stories coming, boys. I'll keep letting you know on what's going on. Again, mind your P's and Q's. I personally would just be going to Japantown. To my knowledge, nothing's changed there. I haven't had anybody come up to me or email me and tell me any bad stories of any situations really going on there. So I think you'll be in an alright situation there. There is a new huge Korean chicken spot open over here. Let me show you as we end the video. Yeah, there's a huge Korean fried chicken place over here called, what's this called? We'll come review this. Jeju chicken, so Jeju Island chicken. Let's go take a look at it. I'll show you guys. We'll switch up off the first person view on my face. So it looks like this just finished. It's probably been open a little longer than I knew, but I haven't seen it, or it's not open yet. But snow beer, 25K, great price. Fried chicken, can't beat that. Looks like some kimchi soup. And we've got 10 a.m. to 3 a.m. Oh, they got multiple locations. They got one in Bintan, they got one in District 7, and now they got one here in D1. So we'll come check this out. The reason why you're going to see the increase in all this stuff, if you're a fan of the channel or watch the channel, the Koreans are the #1 tourist inside of Vietnam for the past 2 years. Essentially, since COVID ended, the Vietnamese tourists have completely, excuse my French, the Korean tourists dominate the market. So there's a lot of Koreans moving here, opening up businesses, and just, you know, Vietnamese places opening up business opportunities. That's the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. Hope this was helpful for some of you guys. Like I said, email me your submissions or DM me on Instagram and or Patreon with the Discord soon. Thanks for watching. Stay frosty. See you on the next one. Peace out.